Hi, my name is Eric. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about just some of the ideas that you could ways of producing extra income from the hobby farm or homestead. Um, you may not be able to use all five. I know that there's more than just those five ways, but I just thought I'd kind of throw it out there so you guys get your minds thinking. And on that note, if you have other ideas that you could help the community with, post it in the comments. You know, I'd love to hear it too. Well, we'll get started on the video here. So, what are the ways that you can generate an income from the hobby farm or homestead? Well, the first thing is produce because most chances are you're going to be doing your own garden. Now, how scalable that garden is dependent upon time, how much time you have, and how much is sellable. You don't want to get too much. So the first way would be to take and put the garden in twice the size of what you need. That way you can sell either at a farmer's market, you can talk directly with restaurants in your area. They're always looking to buy fresh produce. You know, their food tastes better with fresh produce versus stuff that's been sitting around for a while. And you can even actually develop a marketing plan with them where you're providing them so much every month if it's doable. And the other way would be to take like a subscription based type deal where you have your regular customers are looking for X, Y, and Z every week, every month, and grow that business that way. You know, whether they might need 5 pounds of potatoes, so much in tomatoes, those are three ways just on produce alone. They and there's other ideas as well, but those are three ways that you can generate income. So let's go on to number two. Number two is raising livestock. Now, livestock. What is livestock? All right, it's cattle, chickens, pigs, goats, lambs, you name it. Now, how do I get an income from it? All right, so if you're doing, let's say, beef cattle, you could have excess meat that you could sell by the half, or if you had it USDA stamped, you could sell it by the pound out of your own freezer. Uh, so much a pound, and here it is. You could sell it by the half, where it's hanging at the butcher shop, and somebody has already guaranteed to buy that half, and they own that half. Um, Again, back through this subscription plan with the vegetables, you could set it up where if they wanted so much hamburger a month, so much steaks a month, or they could buy it online. So that's for your beef cows. Now let's go with your chickens next. Now you could have what they call free range chickens. So you can go two different directions. You can go with the laying hens or the meat hens. And the meat hens you're going to sell as whole chickens, ready to cook up. You're going to do all the plucking, you're going to do all the work on it. But you can sell the chicken products, the meat. The other way is with the laying hens is you could provide an income coming in off from the eggs. You know, especially the way eggs are this day and age, they're expensive. Um, with your goats, you can have goat milk and you can have dairy milk. You can make cheese out of either one of them. Some people have problems that are that they can't drink regular dairy milk would have a need for like goat's milk. Uh, and you could package up cheese curd, so many different options in that neck of the woods. You also can have meat from goats, and that jumps to lambs. The lambs are the same way. You can either produce wool or you can do wool and meat. I know a friend of mine years ago, he used to sell all his little goats at a certain time of year. It was a holiday. And he would sell every one of his little ones. You can also take and sell the eggs, milk, and meat to local customers or restaurants that are in your area, back to what the produce area was. Third way, depending on where you live and your location, there, if there's a number of people that live around you that don't have enough area to put in a garden, what about renting out space where they come in and they put in a garden on your farm and they take care of it? They come in and they weed it and they take so much vegetables off from it. You're helping them and they're helping you by giving you a little bit of extra income that for like half an acre or quarter acre. Uh, I see that a lot of places. There's a lot of what they call in the city, where they call it rooftop gardening, where they go on top of a rooftop and they do their gardening and they share in the experience. So make sure it's weeded, and then the planting and collecting of the vegetables, and it's a community thing, and it can be a community thing in your area. Which also in our area, we have a couple of what they call U-picks. One of them does just strawberries. The whole farm is just solid strawberries in one area. That time of year, he has strawberries you can pick. A certain time of year, blackberries you can pick, and apples and vegetables. But you pick, you pay by the pound. You come in, you do the work of getting it out of the ground and taking it up in baskets to the cashier and then cash out. That's another idea. You could, number four, you could provide tours like petting zoos and stuff, depending on what animals you have and how interesting your farm is. Now, one couple did that on primetime TV where they took their little hobby farm and they created, pumpkin throwing to mazes to the tours around all the different buildings, and I had weddings there. There's so many different options available, but then you want to check with your liability too, liability on your property. Number five, how good are you at crafting? Pottery, jewelry, uh, wreaths, you name it. You know, it's one way you can take and directly sell a product that you're making and show off your creativity. I know a lot of them do pottery, and especially the jewelry. Homemade, handmade jewelry, whether it's necklaces or bracelets, or. But like I say, you're not going to use all five, and all five are just suggestions, advice. Take what you can use, leave the rest. If you've got other ideas that would value our community here on our channel, please post them in the comment section for everybody to read. I'd love to read them, and I do respond to all comments. If you like the direction that we're going with this channel, I'm trying to do some how-tos. If you could like and subscribe, that would be wonderful. Um, as I said in a number of other videos, this isn't to grow the channel. I mean, if it grows, it grows. But if I can help one person figure out a way to stay on the farm, or be able to buy a farm and make income to help pay for the farm, then I'm doing all right. It's all about just paying it forward, helping each other out whenever we can. That's just the country way. That's what we do. All right, till the next video. Thanks for watching.